Sunday and Sunday night.
Cool.
So you'll have a lot to go to.
Carson and Barnes. Is that?
It's the old-fashioned 74-year-old three-ring circus. However, they're only going to bring 1/10 this time.
Oh, okay.
But now you can buy tickets from from myself, or go to our Keller Williams Nature Coast. The little forms going out. You can also call me on my cell if you need tickets, and I can get them for you.
That's cool. So this isn't a ticket.
No,
Oh, man, I thought
don't
you
you
were giving me a ticket.
wish?
Yeah, there it is. You have it.
But I have tickets.
You can have it now,
That's not a ticket.
Yeah.
I do have tickets, and if you have kids that are 3 to 11, if they come out to Chick-fil-A May 11th at 5:30 in their clown costume, they can win tickets along with entry into going into the circus with us.
That's cool.
So that'll be fun.
No,
We'll
yeah.
bring Kiwi hopefully next
Kiwi.
week with me, so we can talk
Cool.
more on that also.
Kiwanis Club, they do a lot of good things for a lot of good people too.
We do.
They raise good charitable money.
Strictly for the children.
Yeah, exactly. I know with the
That's what
Rotary
it's
they
all
do
about.
too. They actually have. This is funny. Well, it's not funny. On my part, it makes me look kind of out there because I grew up in Tampa and Brandon area, right? Well, the Rotary in Brandon has a Rotary camp for children. Been there for many years. And it's funny because I moved to Sumter County to learn that they got a Rotary camp down there where I grew up, We're supporting it now, and I never even knew it was there. Right in the heart of Brandon, And that's just, doesn't make me look too good, but I had to say that. It really shocked me. They said in Tampa, and I'm like, man, where is this in Tampa? And I found out I lived like 5 minutes from there all this time.
Wow.
Yeah,
You could have fun with
right
it.
there off 60. Yeah, I would like to have stuck my head in there and checked it out because they're all donations too. They're donations and fundraisers, and like this fundraiser went to the Relay for Life, but they do different fundraising for their 40 different agents. Yeah, not-for-profits like you do. So, yeah, it just makes me feel kind of weird that I didn't know it was right there near me. But I mean, it sounds pretty nice. 18 acres of just beautiful events for children to do and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Well, that's what we try to do too. In this economy, we know that it's tough. But you know what? Like you were saying, their heart is out there. When it comes to children and the people that need it the most, as an example with our fundraiser, Lighthouse for the Blind, they don't charge you nothing to come and teach you how to live with your disability or anything you need training on. Learn to live by yourself as you grow older. They train you all of this free of charge. They've lost a lot of grants because of the community or the marketing going down, but you know something? That's why they have individuals like us, Kiwanis, you, is we are there to help support them and let them know that we do need them in Hernando County. And that's why we need as many people to come out and enjoy our fundraiser, come out, have fun, bring the kids for a reasonable price, and at the same time earn money for these two great organizations.
Cool. Yeah, and and if, like we were just saying, there are money there for grants, and there are big businesses still have money. But if you don't have any money, I know like me or a lot of other people, I'd rather give a few hours and volunteer to help on some of the events. I mean,
always need people to help.
always can use people to help. So don't feel bad if you can't afford to.
Yeah, and not only that, but you can learn things when you volunteer.
Yeah.
I volunteered at the Lighthouse for the Blind, and I had to teach people how to type, but I didn't know how to type the numbers myself without looking, so I had to teach myself how to type the numbers.
Just so that you could teach them.
Right.
Just to learn the Braille.
It was great. I loved it. It was a great experience.
That's right. I guess it would be in Braille. I was thinking,
Yeah, no,
wow,
it's in Braille.
that would be tough to learn, wouldn't it?
It's all a learning, and it's just the fact of giving back. Your community is out there. These great items that we've got, the dunes as an example in Bank of America, they donated our tent because what money has to come out of our fundraiser comes out of the kids' fund. So we worked really hard to get, we got a home inspector donating our potties. We've got companies that are still out there giving to us. And that avoids us from having to buy things. We have Winn-Dixie, who's been fantastic at giving us food for the McDonald's gave for our paper supplies. That saves us buying it.
Yeah.
Anything that we can save buying or having to get saves money, puts money into the children's funds and into the KW Cares to also keep helping the community year after year.
Exactly. Speaking of people giving, I do want to put a thank you out to Walmart Distribution because they give a lot of things to this community. I mean, they gave that 40-inch.
Did you win?
No, I didn't win. I'm sure it went to a nice guy,
Somebody
But
else
they
deserved
donated
it.
like an 800 $100 flat, 40-inch flat screen Samsung TV for the raffle there that was drawn at the relay, and,
Right.
and they just give it.
They have
You
been
know?
a lot. We've got from Knowledge, Chris Reyes, he donated a $4,000 education package that comes out of Career Central.
Oh, so cool.
So I mean, you've got cabins, you've got hotels, like we said, you've
Yeah.
got so much that they just give out of their heart. It's
Yeah.
not coming out of their pocket, but in a round way it is. But at the same
Yeah.
time, they're showing that they care about being here and they care about our community.
Yeah, exactly, and we want to thank all donors. All
Everyone,
donors.
Yeah.
from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, all donors.
Chick-fil-A, like all of them.
Yeah.
They give every time. You never have to ask. You just send them the paper and what do you need?
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's nice.
that's people that care and they care about the community.
And that's people who I would patronize.
Absolutely, every
Ones
one
that are
of
giving
them.
back to
That's
the
exactly,
community.
we give to each other, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Good deal.
Support each other.
Hey, Ruby, you still with us?
Yes, I am.
All right. What new do you got to say today? Because I know you're down there waiting to speak. So we just skipped over Dave there, but we're coming back to Dave because he'll be here till 1 with me, I know. So we got to do
Okay,
that.
I'm Ruby Agnew, and I'm a retired community theater director from Western Massachusetts. And the reason I'm here today is to underscore the fact that we need a community theater outside of Tampa. Now, Tampa is great. It is culturally rich and all that. And it seems that all the performances, musical or theater or whatever you have, are in Tampa, but nothing outside of Tampa. And so, and community theater has a big value to the community. First of all, of course, is that it can be a worthwhile activity for children and young people after class or after school in the summer, so that it would probably be a good alternative to whatever harmful activities they might indulge in otherwise. It also is a good training point for people who have natural talent in the theater or music, and who knows, some of these people might go to Broadway and other important stage in the country or even abroad. And I'm proud to say that I have had like 4 or 5 protégés who have gone to Broadway and who have gone to the European stage. What I am looking for here is some kind of an interest in bringing community theater to the areas around Tampa. And I would like to reach out to schools they usually have theater productions, to churches who usually have theater as an activity for their youth group, but most of all to some millionaires there who might want to subsidize any community theater performance, or might even build a building, a performing arts center for the community theater people outside of Tampa. It is very important that we do have something like this, as I said, because it's a good alternative to maybe whatever harmful activities there might be for children. And there are many kids out there, and young people, and even adults, who are interested or who have the dreams of having become a Broadway star before. And this is one way that we could realize their dreams for them. Some people that I have worked with have desired to become one way or one time or another the lead in My Fair Lady, or the lead in Bye Bye Birdie, or things like that. And they say they can't go to Broadway, they don't have the money, and they probably would wait a long time pounding the pavement there. But if you have a community theater, who knows? They might realize their dreams. It is expensive to have community theater, so we rely so much on donations. People who donate not only their money, but their time, their talent. We need seamstresses and people who can carry furniture and back and forth on the stage. And so it's really a community work, cooperative undertaking. So, but I do want to reach out to the people in the schools and in the churches and in the community who are not maybe associated with schools and churches, but who are interested in having their children or themselves get into some kind of performing art like the theater. So call me at